course, we all know Thanksgiving is this week, and usually about this time. It's when we begin the giving season as well. The time of year when food banks and charities rely on your generosity to provide food, clothing, and even gifts to those who are having a difficult time providing those things for themselves and their families. Well, 23 years ago, students at Pierce Park Elementary wanted to make a difference right around the Thanksgiving holiday. In fact, the change they were making was coming in the form of actual change and a few bills. By hitting the streets with giant jars and buckets. On this day in 2000, Idaho Life reporter John Miller met the fifth grader who came up with the idea and ended up earning a surprising amount of support for the Idaho Food Bank in today's 208 Redial.
I can't feel my cheeks.
Clay Waters even froze his nose.
I have really bad sinuses, so I can't say Thanksgiving.
Pierce Park fifth grader can barely muster a thank you.
Thank you.
But his one simple idea could feed hundreds this holiday season.
It was 2 years ago. I was vacuuming and I sucked up a few pennies and my mom said not to. So I started realizing the values of pennies.
Thank you. But they're only pennies.
That's not really what I think, because if you add them up, they can add up to a lot of money.
A few here, a few more there.
Thank you.
Clay got the kids at school to pitch in their help.
There you go.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Covering every corner, asking simply for pennies for people.
So whatever you got, like maybe in the ashtray or in the cup holder or whatever, huh?
Yeah.
Then a funny thing happened. Folks started flinging them 10 bucks at a time, easing the freeze in the knees of Pierce Park's fifth graders.
That's a $10 bill. He didn't even ask for change, huh? Awesome. Look at that.
Passing on their pennies in big Ziploc bags.
A 32-pounder even, huh?
32-pounder, you're right.
Causing a counting frenzy in Mrs. Cantrell's classroom, filling 5-gallon jugs, and sending this penny meter soaring across the ceiling, maybe $2,000 for 1 week's work.
I think that people need other people's help.
And maybe one half-frozen fifth grader to warm up their hearts.
It makes me feel really good.
John Miller, Idaho's News Channel 7.
As you heard, a little more than a week's work, the kids at Pierce Park Elementary raised about $2,000 for the Idaho Food Bank back in 2000. By today's standards, that's enough to provide up to 8,000 meals for hungry Idahoans. This would be a good time to remind you, 7 Cares Idaho Shares, the annual safety net fundraiser benefiting 9 Idaho charities who serve hungry families and the homeless. Well, it's already underway online, and you can donate. Last year, you helped us raise $282,000, 85,000 pounds of food, and enough to provide for about 918,000 meals. All you got to do is check out ktvb.com, find out how you can donate starting today. Day of this year's event, though, when you come out in person and do this all together with us, that's going to be Saturday, December 9th.